Next game we're going to be looking at is Flower Town, which is the game that I've seen of all the 4 StreetPass games, I've seen the most people turn their nose up at. They don't see it as potentially a game for them. And I guess if you were going by sort of stereotypes of what an action gamer might be looking for or something, or a traditional Nintendo fan, or a Mario, Zelda fan, whatever, Flower Town may not be the thing for them, but there's actually, and you'll see there's a depth here that makes this in some ways more interesting than the other StreetPass games. And also it's got a lot of Animal Crossing to it. So made by Grezzo, who they haven't done a whole lot of things, but they did do the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3DS remake, and we're going to jump into this. And there's a bunch of different things happening, but basically you're a gardener, you're trying to grow different kinds of flowers, and you're going to have a variety of tasks that involve this, or a variety of reasons that you're trying to grow things. This dude, Mr. Mendel, he's always talking a ton, reminding you where you're at. Yes, you want to find 20 different types of plants. I've only found 12 so far, reminding us that we can decorate the garden, all this stuff that I'm going to zip you guys through. And he wants to give us a preview. Every plant comes from seeds. You're going to begin to get the sense of how this game works. In this case, we have an 84% chance of getting a new breed, or a 16% chance of this other new breed. But so it's going to be a win-win for me either way, because I'm still trying to get all 20 breeds. And he's excited too. You see, this is the pot that we're going to be growing our plant in. I was able to choose that. I can buy cooler looking pots. This red is because I've actually started growing this with another me who was wearing a red shirt, because I wanted to ensure that I would be winding up with a red plant, because I'm on a quest right now actually to get a plant of a certain type that has a warm color to it. And I think red qualifies as warm. So let's garden with guests. In this case, you're going to see the 9 people that I've StreetPassed with all come through and water this plant, which is the one that is sort of active in my queue right now. And I'm going to speed this along with the press of the R shoulder button. But here I am. You wear the kind of custom outfits. They match your me's favorite color, but you got the more of this kind of polo shirt kind of thing going on. And we do a little bit of watering on our own. And then here comes Tina. And she's one of my plant pals, because I have gardened with her before, which really just means I've StreetPassed with her before and had her in this game. By the way, people don't have to be playing this game as well. I don't think Tina has this game. She's talked about getting it, but I don't think she has it. Anyway, she has these petals floating around her because I've gardened with her before, and she helped my plant grow, as is this person. And they've actually done enough to make it bloom. Dainty Morgana, I don't remember. And since I planted it with somebody whose favorite color was red, this plant can't bloom red. Okay, great, okay. So the subsequent people who are gonna water this plant, I can't yank this plant out and grow another one. So the subsequent waterings are going to get me different color seeds. And I think this might be tied to the color shirt they're wearing, but I'm not sure. There's a maximum number of seeds that you can get, which is, I think is tied to the amount of people that could be StreetPassing with. But that person had a white shirt, so I really don't know. Anyway, people keep watering. I'm getting more and more seeds, but these are the people I've StreetPassed with. So this game, you can zip through this part of it pretty quickly, but there was a strategy into why I had this particular plant growing, and there's going to be some consequence to which seeds grow out of it. Maybe there's some randomness to this. You're seeing that some of the seeds that are coming out of this are of different shapes as well. So look like, okay, so one of them was a different type. And you just harvested the seed that resulted in pollination with the plant, okay. Oh. All right, well, Jason perhaps is also playing this game, and maybe that's why that happened. But this game is the game of all the 4 StreetPass games that keeps surprising me the most. It takes a long time for them to even unlock a lot of the things that I'm showing you. I'm going to be showing you how I can go on quests. It's like a little bit of an RPG to this. And that stuff doesn't happen until, I don't know, 4 or 5 StreetPass sessions in. So each time that guy, Mr. Mendel, he sort of keeps you from doing everything you want to do, but he'll sort of push things along by the end of the StreetPass session. So if you only had like 2 Miis that you StreetPass with, he's still going to water your plant to completion, so that the next time you do a StreetPass session with a bunch of other Miis, he can teach you the next aspect of the game. In this case, I've grown my 13th out of the 20 different plants that are in the game. Dainty Morgana. I failed to grow red because, as you saw, the species doesn't grow red. I get to now choose which these seeds that I want to keep. So I would like to keep anything that's going to grow into a new breed, so I'd like that one. And, oh, I want that one too, but I've filled out all my seeds, so forgive me, but I'm going to have to do a little bit of management here. You know, What do I want to do? Everything. Well, I don't really need that one anymore, so I can get rid of that. Let's see, oh, that one's going to grow into a new breed too. So what do I want? New breed, new breed, new breed. Anything with 3 is really good. New color. I don't care about new colors. Very unlikely, but we might as well take that seed as well. All right, I think we're gonna forgo that seed. Oh, that one looks insane. Maybe we should take that one. I don't know what that thing does. So we're gonna take that as our last one, and we'll put it, yeah, that doesn't look too special, so we'll trade in for that. Okay, so we sell the remaining seeds. Notice, by the way, there's some commerce in the game, so I can resell these seeds for 800 Gs, whatever those are. I have 10,650 already, so let's sell these off. Oh, that was for each seed, so the 4,600 Gs, golds, somethings? I don't know. Okay, he's happy. Dude's always happy. Yes, I remember. Okay, progress report for the day, but that's not all. So that you could just do that and that could be the whole thing, but instead you can actually, yes. This guy does get criticized, I've seen, for talking a lot. So let's put that plant that we grew into our garden. So move plant to garden. So there's a decorative aspect to the game. You can buy different plots of land. I have 2 different plots of land right now. You can buy furniture for those plots of land, and then you can place plants in there. So we're gonna just, I don't know, we'll put it on the ground for now. Not too exciting. That green Mario pipe pot there, by the way, I got out of completing a special quest in the game. So I'll show you that in a second. I can go and take one of those seeds that you saw, and I'm gonna, yes, let's plant a seed. And, oh, guaranteed new breed, so we might as well grow that. Default pot. And so the next time that I StreetPass, I'll go through the same rigmarole that you guys saw me go through with this one, and I'll be able to grow this, and you get unlocks, more things that you can buy in the shops as you grow more different types of plants. But this is just one area of the game. You saw the courtyard as well. We can also go to the, you saw the garden. We can go to the shopping mall. Now either in the shopping mall or in the courtyard, you'll see your other Miis that you've been StreetPassing with. You can talk to them. You don't really ever have much to say, but yes, you can talk to them. You can say, hey, let's plant a seed, in which case me and this person would go plant a white, try to plant a seed to grow a white flowered plant. You can talk about what they're growing. I can't tell what the difference is if you are actually interacting with people who are playing the game. We can go into the various shops. So for example, I mentioned that we can go into pick a plot, and this dude here is selling different plots of land, and you can see that, like, to have the terrace garden is going to be 30,000, so I can't even afford that yet. Or the gazebo garden, and then you're decorating and you're putting your plants through there. I won't take you through every store, but by the way, even the shopping mall takes a bit of time to unlock as you're playing the game. So again, sort of Animal Crossing-esque, but here's where I could have bought things to put in my plots of land, different pots I can buy there, different seeds there, but only seeds that you've already grown into plants. So you can't just sort of accelerate your way into getting plants that to grow that you've never found other ways to grow. You're getting new plants because the plants that you are growing sometimes do wind up with seeds for something new, as you saw, and there's the percentages and all that. I could sell a plant there if I want, or I can just discuss a job, and these are the quests. So in this case, I'm going for a perfect pairing. I get a small amount of money as a reward, and there's a little bit of a storyline that goes in this, which just involves somebody trying to impress somebody and get a job at a restaurant, and so they need to present a cool plant. They actually supplied me the seed for it, and it's supposed to be something that's both short and edible. In fact, the plant that I was growing before may have been the plant that did this, but that's not actually available. You know what, let's go grab that from my garden, and then we'll try to finish this quest, see what happens. So back out of that. And let's go to, well, I don't want to go to the courtyard. I could talk to more of my Miis, but here we're going to go to my garden. Grabbing my swap plants. It's a little bit weird, you have to swap with the one that was on your workbench. So we have this plant, which this is a little bit of a failure of the game. Oh, I can take pictures, by the way, share pictures. That's a thing I forgot. If I interact with somebody else who has this game already, I can see their garden as well. And I can go see what plants they have. So there's a little bit of a, hey, I'm showing off how my area looks. But we're gonna take this plant, which is a Dainty Morgana, and remember, we need to have a short and edible plant. So it definitely is short. Is it edible? I'm not sure. And I don't even know if they're gonna tell me more information here. Let's see. This breed's pointing blossoms, have medicinal properties and produce a comforting scent. They're also edible and quite delicious. Okay, good. So this might actually do the trick for me. And I guess that's a warm color, right? So that's gonna be the plant I'm gonna bring to the shopping mall. There's another thing I'm going to skip showing you where when you're looking at which plants, which seeds to grow next, you can check the parental lineage of the seed, and that gives you even more information on top of the percentages that you saw displayed that'll help you determine the likelihood of what you're going to grow is going to be something new. And that whole thing where there can sometimes be 3 potential plants, that's another complication. So there's a bunch of wrinkles into the process of breeding plants and hoping that what you're growing and strategizing on what you're growing is going to be something new or the right color or whatever. And I'm imagining that there's going to be more and more quests that involve having to, deliver a certain kind of plant. The fact is, I'm pretty close to having all 20 plants there, so I think that the goal to get one of everything is going to end pretty quickly, and it's going to become much more about this. But at the rate that this game is going, there may be other systems to this game that I haven't even found yet. For now, though, let's submit this plant and see what they think. She's delivering it, and oh yes, they won't tell you actually how you did until a time or two later when you StreetPass. So I won't actually be able to show you on this video how I did, but I can tell you that if you get the order slightly off, you get fewer, you get less of a payout, and or I know you do get a silver medal instead of a gold medal. Maybe you get less of a payout as well. But that is our Flower Town visit to, I think the most unexpected and maybe most underappreciated game of the StreetPass 4.